Warning. The following program contains strong language and subject matter which may be offensive to some viewers and/or inappropriate for children. The content within this program is intended for mature audiences only.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Inside the Drag Closet, the interactive vodcast where we talk about all things drag, and some things that aren't. Who knows? We're really just here to spread some peace and love. We have an amazing show planned for you this evening. We are going to be talking about some next level drag. We have two incredible guests joining us this evening. The incomparable Crimson Scholar will be joining us this evening, as well as Lana Del Vey. I cannot wait to chat with both of them. I'm actually a huge fan of both of them, so I'm super excited to have them both on the same episode. I will be joined, of course, by my beautiful co-host Amethyst Diamond this evening, but let's start off with a little bit of me and a little who, what, and where. Who am I? My name is Jade DeVere. I am a drag artist based out of Pennsylvania. I love the art of drag because it allows me to kind of relive my childhood a bit. This is a fun look. What am I wearing? I am, in honor of all of our allergies, I am enjoying flower power tonight. My nose will not stop running, so I wanted to do a flower power look. I got this brand new dress from this very upscale boutique. I don't know if anybody knows about it. It's called Fashion Nova. My makeup tonight, I was very inspired by Twiggy and Goldie Hawn. And before the show started, I was like, I am so Joanne Worley right now from Laugh-In. So kids, if you don't know what Laugh-In is, go and watch Laugh-In because it is the most 60s thing that you will ever watch. It's amazing. But yeah, my makeup is Wet n Wild, Morphe. My cheeks are Juvia's Place. My lips are not the lip bar for once. My liner is the lip bar, and the other one is... No, it is the lip bar. Never mind. It's just a gloss. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. And my hair is just obscene right now. My jewelry, which you can't really see, but it is, of course, Rocks by Cox. And yeah, where can you find me? Well, I've got a lot of places to be. You can find me every other Wednesday on Inside the Drag Closet on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I've actually got a handful of gigs coming up this weekend. Friday night, I will be at the Blue Moon in Rehoboth, Delaware. Looking forward to that show. I don't know who else is in that show yet. The poster hasn't come out yet, but it's always a good time, hosted by the incredible Roxy Overbrook. On Sunday, I'm in Rehoboth all weekend. On Sunday, for brunch, you can find me at Freddy's Beach Bar and Restaurant, hosted by Diamond Doll. We've got an incredible cast for that brunch as well. And then that evening, I am returning after a long hiatus to Shrimpy's Bar and Grill, which is going to be an amazing show. Poor Chastity Vane. Her and I are stuck together that whole day, and I hope she's ready for it because it's going to be a fun day. And I can't wait to meet Sarah Nade. We have never worked together, so it's going to be a fun-filled weekend. Speaking of gigs, we have some big gigs coming up. Of course, Divas Down Under is coming up, and that is the wrong poster. I didn't upload the updated poster. I'm going to have to do that. Hopefully my husband is downstairs watching the show and he can very quickly send me the updated poster because I don't have it. But we are doing we didn't purposely do it. My husband booked the show and then we realized, oh, it's Cinco de Mayo. How about that? So we're going to be doing drag on Cinco de Mayo. Also, my husband has a gig coming up at the Motor House in Baltimore. That's going to be an amazing show with Divinity Cruz, Jayla Nicole, Sapphire D. Dior, Nevaeh Vixen, and Katarina Couture. So make sure you get your tickets for that. On May 4th, I will be doing, look, it's Chastity Vane again. She's right there. I will be doing Star Wars May the 4th Be With You, a drag queen tribute with Chastity Vane, myself, and Haley Hemorrhoid. That will be at Dragon Distillery in Maryland. I got a lot of stuff going on, and I see that the audience has a lot of stuff going on. I see Robin and Vicky are here already. Fantastic. Jess is here. Our loyal folks are here. And I know all of you are already sharing the live this evening, so make sure you go and share this live so you can spread the love of drag with others. I see Amethyst Diamond is watching this evening. That is fantastic. You know what? Rather than just watch, I think we should watch her a little bit. So why don't I welcome my beautiful sister, you know her and love her, Miss Gay Maryland America 2022. Put your hands together for Amethyst Diamond.
Hi, kids.
Hey, girl.
Hello. What's up? How we doing?
You look fantastic tonight.
Oh, I look okay. I don't look as groovy as you do.
Well, you know, this hair, though. This hair is just right.
See? Was that our first choreographed dance on the show?
It was. Who was it? Somebody recently, it was Magnolia Applebottom. She was like, you two should do a duet. I'm like, that'd be cute.
Well, yeah. We are doing a duet right now.
We do a duet every other Wednesday on Facebook,
Honey,
YouTube, and Twitch.
Here we are.
Right?
This is on HBO Max.
And could you
Disney Plus.
imagine?
Yes.
Girl, why don't you give the kids a little who, what, where about you?
All right. Hello, darlings. It's me. It's Mommy. It's Amethyst Diamond. I don't know why I'm English all of a sudden, but here we are. So it's me. Yeah, I've been doing this a long time.
And she froze up for some reason. That's weird.
There I am. Hi, everybody. Sorry, my computer took a nap. So I am having a good time living life and just entertaining the masses, as they say. I just got back from Atlanta visiting my family. My little nephew and my brother and sister-in-law had a really lovely time. You can find me this weekend down in Rehoboth. Jade and I are both down there, but we're not performing together. So I am in Dover at La Hacienda Saturday night, and I am at Paradise Pub on Sunday morning in Millsboro, Delaware. You can find me here every other Wednesday on Inside the Drag Closet at 8:30 live. You can find me on Facebook under Amethyst Diamond, and you can find me on Instagram under Amethyst_Diamond1. Yeah.
And we have Divas Down Under coming up soon.
First Friday of every month, baby. First Friday.
Right? Look at that cast, too. That's going to be a fun show.
Yes, indeed.
We've got Sapphire D. Dior, Alizé Le Diamond, Poison, Majesty, myself, Amethyst, and Kendra Lee's DeQuest for that show.
That's right.
That's going to be a party.
That is the correct flyer.
You know what's funny about that?
What?
Derek booked that show completely forgetting it was Cinco de Mayo, and we have a lot of Latin American performers in that show.
Shameful.
Sometimes the universe just does it right.
Shameful.
I
also realized he did that for February a little while ago too. I thought was very creative.
He inadvertently did a Black History Month.
Shameful.
Like, that's what happens when your show is diverse all the time.
Right. You can't say that we are bland by any means.
Exactly.
Unless you're table 26, of course.
Unless you're table 26. Do you want to talk about that for a little bit?
I want to talk about that for a little bit.
Let's talk about table 26.
Let's talk about table 26. Now, this month here in April for Inside the Drag Closet, for Divas Down Under, I was at a gig previously at Penn State Harrisburg. So as per usual, Jade and I will be the ushers seating you for the show. Thankfully, I was not there for this. Anyway, I come out for my first number. Mind you, I was 6th in the lineup out of 7 entertainers. So it was probably about, 11 o'clock. I'm doing my first number. It was, what did we do? We did Drag of the Day, Evolution of Drag.
Yep.
So the first one that I did, was RuPaul.
Oh, she froze up again. We got to figure out why that's happening.
We do got to figure out why that's happening. You are absolutely right.
I'll come down one of these days. We'll figure it out.
Where was I?
You did RuPaul.
Yes, I did RuPaul. After my number, I noticed a group of women just sitting there, and they just look completely miserable. And I walked over and I said, "Is everything okay?" And they're like, this show it's not the best show we've ever seen. This is actually quite terrible. Nobody's staying on stage or anything like that. And I said, well, what was your expectation? Did you think all of us were just going to stay on stage the whole time? I said, this is my profession, so I'm here to make money. That's why I work through the room. And they're like, well, if you would have just stayed on stage, I would have sent you money. And unfortunately, that upset me a lot. And I pretty much told them that the $5 they would have collectively given me over the next 2.5 hours was not enough for me to give a shit about what they were saying. So I told them if they'd like, the door and the exit is right over there. Big glowing red sign, 4 letters, very easy for all of you to put together. They were just miserable. They were absolutely miserable. And it just took me to 100 right away. I don't know what they were expecting. Perhaps they wanted acrobatics and fire and RuPaul. I'm not sure. But one thing you don't do when you're in my house with my people is insult us, them, or what we do. I won't tolerate it. It's just not for me.
Well,
so I had to tell them about themselves.
Yeah. I think they were coming to this expecting, like, they were saying, we've been to drag shows before. I'm like, did you go see the Work the World tour? Because they don't leave the stage. They're also making thousands of dollars for being there.
Right.
We're not making that. We're working on tips. Like, if you want to go support drag shows, support drag shows. But there's a big difference between a drag show and a drag race show.
Right. We actually do drag and wear body.
Listen. And I mean, a lot of those girls do too. And what they do is wonderful and amazing, but they have a budget. We are, we are under the scrutiny of the entire world right now.
Said what I said.
It's just, she said what she said.
Said what I said.
And, she has a point. There have been, drag has changed due to RuPaul's Drag Race and a lot. And some of it just makes it harder for everyone else.
It does. I mean, it's really changed the standards. While, yes, it has broadened the spectrum of the art that we see through drag, but it's also broadened the expectation of people and the dumbing down of what drag is. And again, said what I said. We got people out here not there are things you must do in order to do drag. And I'm sorry, I'm a stickler for the curves, for the body, for the nails. You know what I mean? Is that everybody's drag? No, it's not. But it just seems that drag is getting lazy in a lot of areas. So said what I said, is what it is. I can walk the fence on that, but I still think there is a minimum when it comes to drag and what you should be doing. But
and that's why I'm glad we have our 2 guests this evening, because they are elevating the art form, and they're
elevating the art form. Yes, yes, they are
remarkable performers. I want to bring in our first guest this evening. I first met her. We've known each other for a while, but I really got to get to know her at Central Pennsylvania Pride last year. So I'm super excited to kiki with her right now. So everybody, let's welcome to Inside the Drag Closet, the incredible KRYMSON Scholar.
Hi.
Hey, gorgeous.
Hi, how are you?
I'm better now that you're here.
And I got my nails on.
Thank God. Thank God. I don't. I don't. Not for a podcast, baby. But then again, you are a voluptuous woman, so
thank you.
You do go to the mailbox like that. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
I got to the grocery store just like this.
As you should.
Just like this.
As you should be. And who's going to stop you?
Right.
Oh, honey.
They wouldn't dare. Look at her. Gorgeous.
KRYMSON, why don't you
It's all a delusion, I swear. It's all a delusion.
Why don't you give everybody watching a little who, what, where about you?
Okay. Well, I am KRYMSON Scholar. I am 29 years old. Shh. we're not going to talk about that. And then I am wearing my signature costume, Crimson Bonafide, the red hair, the red sequins, and the houndstooth. If anybody knows me, knows I started in Alabama, and that's where the houndstooth comes from. I'm a Alabama fan, so this is the whole signature costume of Crimson. And you can find me. I'm on cast at 12 Penny every last Friday of the month. And that's where you can find me. And you can also find me on Facebook. I'm doing wigs. If you want some wigs done, you know where to find me. I'm on all the social medias as Crimson Scholar. Easy to pronounce. It's also spelled K-R-Y because I don't know how to spell. It's K-R-Y, not C-R-I.
I'm done with
Because
you.
I'm a delusion. I am a delusion.
But you're a beautiful delusion, honey. You're beautiful.
Thank you.
I
It's
myself,
like I swear.
it's okay. That's your secret, honey. That's our secret. That's what we're allowed.
Yes.
I mean, I love red and houndstooth too. Like so.
Yes.
Now I have to change. Now I'll be right back.
No, don't change.
Jade's like, no.
Red and houndstooth is a beautiful symphony together. I
Oh,
think.
orchestrated.
Just a beautiful combination.
Stop.
Crimson, I have an interesting question, and it's something I've wondered for a while. How did you come up with your drag name?
Yeah.
Okay, well, at first, my first name starting out with was actually Pheromones. And and then I was like, that has to change. And then Crimson actually came from my love of college football, from being from the South. That's all we do basically is watch college football.
I love that.
And so Crimson comes from Crimson Tide, which is Alabama.
Yeah.
So that's where that comes from. But I changed the spelling of it because I'm a delusion.
Oh my
And then
goodness.
Scholar comes from me as my drag persona is supposed to be a dumb blonde. And I'm not a scholar whatsoever. So that's where the Scholar comes from. So Crimson Scholar. So that's where that comes from.
Dumb blonde, honey, you're not blonde at all.
That makes her dumber.
Just on Saturdays. Just on Saturdays.
I love it.
That's amazing. Amethyst, do you have any questions for Crimson?
Crimson, how long have you been a drag entertainer? I know now you are a woman 24/7.
Yes.
Right.
I've been doing drag for 9 years.
9 years. Okay.
Yeah, 9 years. It's flown by. Like when I first started, I wanted to give up in the world of drag because at first I started like painting my face with full on glitter, and I thought I was hot stuff. You know what I mean? Glitter everywhere, eye makeup, lipstick everywhere. Now it just stays on the lips and the nose. You know,
lips.
Have the glitter on the nose, just a little sparkle there. And then I just put rhinestones everywhere. Just so I can have that pop of, sparkle.
Just a twinkle.
Yeah, so my husband actually got me started in the world of drag.
Your husband got you started drag. Now, did your husband do drag as well, or?
He did a long time ago.
Uh-huh.
A long time ago. He's actually a lot older than I am, which, honey, I like the older man.
Yeah, baby, that's your business, baby.
But yeah, he actually got me started in the world of drag. Okay. And we've been married this year 9 years. So, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's fantastic.
Thank you so much.
It's fun to hear that your spouse was the one who got you into doing drag.
Yeah, he got me because I did cheer like a long time ago. So the performing side of me has been there, but he was like, since you were a cheerleader at one point in time, you should do drag.
Absolutely.
It's the same thing. See how you like it. Yeah, it's exactly the same thing.
We're like, ready? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, except for I can't do any of the cartwheels or stuff anymore in heels. I can't do all that.
No, it's not worth it.
I can't.
It's not worth it.
That's amazing.
I don't want to hurt myself.
That's also
I
bad.
don't want to hurt myself.
Don't.
But if you
Leah's-
do get hurt, all of her tipping information is scrolling across
Oh,
the
yeah.
bottom of the
All my
screen.
tipping information is right there.
right
Tipping
there.
queen girl.
Go ahead and hit them buttons, everybody. And while you're hitting that button, also hit the share button. Share the love. Share our live. Get us out there. We love you, and we love all of our Patreon subscribers. And we just want to be worldwide. You know what I mean? I want to do this full time. More full time? Not full time, no.
I want to be worldwide. I
Right.
want
Drag
to
is not cheap.
I want to be left alone.
I want people to stop calling me.
Stop it. I'm kidding.
Drag
Careful what
is
you
not cheap.
It's not.
It's
not.
really not.
And this champagne is burnt.
So I want to talk for a little bit because we do have 2 performers tonight under the trans umbrella.
Yes.
And RuPaul's Drag Race just crowned a trans winner.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you feel about the crowning of Sasha Colby as the next drag superstar?
Yes.
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
I actually like it, to be honest. It just gives more more it's good because RuPaul actually saw that what they were saying was not right, and that we are here and we do this just as well as any other male-bodied drag queen does. And, you know, trans people are the reason why drag is such a thing now.
Right.
You know, trans individuals were here a long time, you know, doing this profession before anybody else was. So we have that I can't even say the word. You know what I'm saying?
Representation.
Yeah, representation. So we actually have that now. I mean, we also had that with Kylie. Kylie Cynic Love. You know, she was crowned from All Stars.
Right.
You know, but there's other trans individuals on the show, and they came out during the show. Which I have a whole enchilada about. You know, I think they were kicked off because of that fact, and they found out about it, and then they probably kicked them off after that because of what RuPaul was saying about trans people. So I think it's a good thing now to have that, her winning as like, we're here, we're not going anywhere, get used to it. So that's where I stand with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The last 4 winners have been under the trans umbrella, which is pretty amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And today, Jinx Monsoon, the Queen of Queens, they got to release, where did I put this picture? The image. Jinx has just been cast, just was Matron Mama Morton in Chicago, which this one went to see.
Oh, she was so good.
Stella.
They just posted images. Jinx is going to be a major part of Doctor Who.
Ooh, spooky.
I need this outfit and I need it now.
It has piano keys on it.
It does.
I love her wig.
Oh, it's just everything they do is so good.
I'm sure she walked in. She's like, I will do this, and not any of that. Okay, thank you.
Right. But with Doctor Who and knowing who they are, they're probably just like, I'll do whatever.
Right. True.
Their voice is amazing too when they sing.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to compliment you, Crimson, on your voice because when I first met you, I want to tell you my first instinct was literally, I was like, is this little cis girl doing drag? Because your voice just like, I know lots of girls who go to speech therapy and whatnot, and
yeah,
I had no idea, and that's the point.
I started hormones at the age of 15.
Wow.
So Yeah, I started at the age of 15. So I was like right there at the cusp of going through puberty.
Right.
So I stopped my male puberty and then I went straight into like female puberty. So my voice has never gotten the chance to change.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's why the voice is the the puss, what they call it. That's what they call it, So that's why the voice has always been super feminine. So yeah, that's why.
That's amazing though. And that, everybody, is why hormone treatments and puberty blockers are important.
Yes, they save lives.
Not necessary to be trans. Not necessary.
Not necessary, correct. But if that's part of that person's journey,
Yeah, I knew from early on. I knew from like the age of 5. I was a woman. Yeah.
That's amazing. Crimson, I want to talk about this a little bit more, but we do have another guest too.
Yeah.
So can you hang out for a little bit?
Yes, of course.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We'll see you in a minute.
Thank you, baby.
She is such a ray of sunshine.
She is. Just
like
a dollop of daisy.
A dollop of daisy. We were talking beforehand and she was like, I'm usually very quiet, so people think I'm a bitch. I'm just a quiet person.
And that's okay. It's okay to be, sit back and take it in, especially I can imagine as a trans woman, walking into a drag world, you know what I mean? Where there are haters out there for trans women who do drag, it's even on television with Drag Race, as she was speaking about, it's a shame that may have been a learned habit, you know what I mean? For someone to walk in and be reserved until they see how they're received.
Exactly. Your daughter says hi.
Hello, Mama and Auntie. Oh, that's right. What am I wearing? I'm wearing this wig from Miss Continental. I'm wearing this jewelry from Cali Black. I'm wearing these rings from Lollycocks. And I'm wearing this frock from Jeff Bezos.
Did he make that himself?
God, yes.
It's a custom item. Only 430,000 were ever made.
That's right. That's right. You will see it in a town near you.
Exactly. It's no Fashion Nova, but
no, that's over there.
And it's right here.
I love it.
Oh, it's so good. All right, everybody. We have another guest that I want to bring onto the show tonight. I have been following them on TikTok. I have been watching them on social media for a while, and we had a chance meeting at one of their local bars down in Delaware recently. I was just like, I wanted to say hi. I want you on the show. I want to get to know you better. Like, I want to kiki. So everybody, I am so excited to bring to Inside the Drag Closet the incomparable LANA Del Vey.
Hi.
Hey, Gwen.
What's up?
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm good, baby. Blessed, favored, delicious.
Blessed and highly favored. Yeah.
Oh, God.
The comment section is already lighting up tonight.
I know how to enter the room.
Oh, she's popular. I like this.
LANA, your mannerisms, I said it before and I'm going to say it again. Your mannerisms keep giving me bearded Scarlet Overkill.
Right? Right?
Like you are sisters separated at birth.
I will take that. Let's have a movie.
Let's
right?
have it.
Let's
have at it.
Right?
I like that we're all in complementary colors. This is so cute.
We didn't plan this, but we should have.
We did it.
Right. We are all the trans pride flag colors. Not on purpose, but here we are.
Not on purpose, but I like this.
That's right. I am a biological woman.
I'm not.
Same. Delusion.
Lots of that. Plenty of that. If anybody needs to borrow some, I have plenty. Don't worry.
Well, LANA, why don't you give us a little who, what, where about you?
I would love to. So,
Do it, girl.
I just celebrated my 35th birthday, and
Happy
you can
birthday.
catch me in North Wilmington. I actually have a show coming up in 2 Fridays with my good Judy Raquel. We're going to do a little wig snatching at Crimson Moon, so come check us out. Friday, May 5th. Show starts at 10:15. And tonight I'm giving a little bit of a Veronica Sawyer courtesy of Amazon.
I love
Bezos
that.
Bazaar.
Bezos, yes.
Bezos Bazaar.
Again, all of Lana's information is now scrolling at the bottom of the screen.
Yes. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok. It's Mix Lana Del Rey, and I, of course, had to be extra, so it's all separated by underscores.
Thank you, because that takes
You're
a lot
welcome.
of time. That takes a lot of time.
I love working the thumbs.
That underscore gets me every time.
The extra one.
That's right. At amethyst_diamond1, just in case you were wondering.
Oh my God, this night.
It is what it is, honey. We just like to have
So,
fun.
Lana, what made you just, first of all, the drag name? I would ask where it came from, but oh my God, brilliant.
Well, do you really want to hear the story?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So I had just come out as non-binary, and my husband was having a fundraiser for the Attic in Philly, and he asked me to perform, and I was like, well, now I need a stage name. Summertime Sadness had just been on, and I said, Lana Del Rey. Yes.
And there she is.
And that was it. All
That's
she wrote.
it. That's all she wrote.
Mhm.
Oh,
It's fitting
so-
too. Non-binary, seasonal depression.
Relatable.
Relatable, right? Yeah.
Relatable.
I'm here for all the girlies to relate.
I identify as the planet Earth because I'm constantly spiraling and I heat up gradually every year.
Usually I just identify as a threat and a problem.
I have to go.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my God, this is so much fun. Oh. So, you just held an incredible title for the last 6 months, Lana, with Orion Angel, one of our Patreons.
Yes.
What was it like being Lebanon bearded Grand Diva?
It was really great. So before that, I was Delaware Mama Bear, and the pandemic hit 3 weeks after I had won the title, and I held that title for 3 years. And so it was a little weird to have, right? Like we go right into a pandemic, so I didn't get to do much with my title. So I was looking forward to winning a title and then being in the community without a pandemic happening. And so it was really great. I met a lot of great people, a lot of great performers, and I got to work a lot of Pride events, and it was such an amazing experience just to be able to be seen visibly.
Absolutely.
And I met a lot of parents that came up and said, this is my kid's first Pride event.
Yeah.
And they just came out as non-binary. They just came out as trans. And your representation doing what you're doing means a lot. And they feel welcome, accepted, valid. And
Absolutely.
I didn't realize that was going to happen. And so like, those are some of the best memories that I will have over the last year, that no one, nothing can beat that. That really meant a lot.
That's one of the greatest things about doing prides, especially prides in the past 3 years, like since the pandemic. Like we're meeting kids that are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old that are already identifying themselves as non-binary or trans. So, and to see that, and it's just, we grew up in the 80s. We grew up in the 80s and the 90s, so that just wasn't a thing. And to see it now and to see it so normalized, or more current, I should say, not normalized, it's more current, it is so cool to see. And especially the parents who are smart enough to know how to learn that tolerance. I mean, it's a beautiful thing to see. There's so many people that I still talk to that I met at like Hagerstown Pride, and I met their kids, and it's beautiful to see.
I think a lot of it too is like the parents are people who are our age, so
right,
they're growing up with it,
right,
and the vocabulary has definitely changed. I know for me, like I had always felt off of the spectrum, but not really gender fluid, and not necessarily wanting to, you know, transition into being a woman. And I think having that vocabulary and having that definition and having something that I can explain really helped me coming out. It was basically like a second coming out. So first, you know, coming out as gay, and then coming out again saying, you know what, something still's not right. Let me, you know, come out again. And now you're getting my 100% authentic self. And I think when that happened, everything changed for me. And I was finally living and having a great time, and performing happened. And here I am.
Right.
In the closet again.
Yes, picking up fabulous costumes and things. That's right.
From Bezos.
From Jeff Bezos, honey. It's Bezos. There's an accent on the end. It's Jeff Bezos. Okay.
You've at least seen some of the work I've made, so
I have. I've seen you do your Elmo number, which I love.
My 8-foot Elmo number.
It's ridiculous, as it should be.
We need to get them together with Poison and have an Elmo off.
Oh my God. And I'll come as
I'm
Big
down.
Bird.
Please. Let's have a Muppet night.
Oh,
every night is Muppet night. She's right there. Muppet.
Why have I not done a Miss Piggy yet? Okay, I need to fix that.
This is my
missed opportunity. Let's get on it.
Or have I?
I smell bacon.
That's a different show.
That is. You're right. That's
the OnlyFans.
That's the OnlyFans page.
That's yeah. Oh, I thought it was TLC. I'm sorry.
Ooh, Derek just posted an interesting comment. I'm living for Lana's look, but I can't help but feeling like they're giving opposite to Trixie Mattel, like a cartoon villain. They're the Wario to Trixie's Mario.
I'm here for that.
I am gagged by that. That is fun.
That's a compliment. So thank you. Thank you. That's fun.
Orion has a wonderful comment here too. And I can say how wonderful Lana is off stage as well as on the stage. Working with them is always amazing and inspiring. And they just had a fun and loving presence about them at all times.
Well, that's a different experience than I had, but okay. Miserable. Absolutely. Lord, miserable.
Listen, we spent the entire night singing Cinderella.
Yes.
In that way,
impossible. Right? In this hair. Yes, exactly. I was Whitney Houston that night.
Oh, that's amazing.
Next to a pool table that had all of our drag on it.
Sure did. Eating hot wings. Oh.
Ooh. I am bummed that I was not there for that.
Yes.
The backstage is where the real drag happens.
It's always where the real show is. Always.
Let's be honest. And I just want to bring the party and make sure everyone's having a great time, because I think that it shows on stage.
I think someone definitely needs to like film a documentary. And I want to be a part of that. I really do. You know, of course, everybody would have to sign waivers and whatnot because we'd be backstage, but they need to release a documentary about backstage. Like, that needs to be seen. The camaraderie, the shadiness, like the bitching, what we go through to put on a show. Like, you know, it's yeah. I want to be a part of that. We need to make that happen.
We're going to start a GoFundMe for the Inside the Drag Closet tour, and we're going to have a documentary filmed. Can you imagine?
Yes, keep talking, because I was totally down for that.
Right?
Sign me up.
Following like myself and Amethyst, just doing what we do. Sometimes we work together, sometimes we're at different gigs, and just meeting everybody backstage, geeking, having a good time, talking a lot of shit. Right. Because we do. Yes, that's part of drag culture. You know, that would be fun.
It would be a lot of fun. Because that's honestly, I have the most fun backstage. It's great to entertain. Don't get me wrong, all my friends and family and fans. But you know, backstage with my sisters, like it's a whole nother experience. Yeah.
Derek just created a parody of Trixie Mattel's Moving Parts. He says it should be called Moving Farts.
They are quite moving.
I hope it's not copywritten, because I might take that. Thank you.
Look, you married him.
Till death do us part.
Right. Should I get the lie?
Maybe.
I got the shovel, baby. I'm
So,
kidding.
Lana,
I love Derek. I could never.
what made you decide to start doing drag? Other than, being thrown into it.
Well, I was kind of thrown into it, and I think I was like, yeah, I'll help you raise money. It's a good cause. And then I didn't realize how much I liked that attention until that moment. And then I said, well, I need to keep getting this and get paid for it. You got it.
How
right?
about it? Absolutely. People pay for this mess.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Right.
And I am messy.
Speaking of people paying for this mess, I want to give a quick shout out to our Patreons who have been sticking by us. Jake, Jess, Lori, Orion, Corey, Brian, Jeremy, Este, Josh, Chanel, Daniel, Robin, Vicky, and Emily.
Is that list getting longer?
It is getting longer.
That is nice.
So if anybody out there wants to join our Patreon, it is super easy. You just go to patreon.com/InsideTheDragCloset.
Yes,
you can
please.
sign up for as little as $5 a month. You help us fund this show. When Amethyst and I remember to, we film some nuggets of joy from backstage.
Yes, absolutely. Please cue Sarah McLachlan. Only for $5 a day, you too can adopt a drag queen.
In the arms of copyright infringement.
Cue McLachlan.
Lana, I am so excited that we are chatting with you this evening.
Thanks for having me.
I want to give you a quick break before we bring you back. But are you excited to sit and kiki with us a little bit more?
Of course. Yeah.
Excellent. We'll see you in just a couple minutes.
You got it.
Bye, doll.
Oh, I adore them.
They are Lana Del Rey.
Lana Del Rey. Such a good and easy name.
It is.
I am eating hair. Yeah.
It doesn't go in the mouth, dear.
It's these sideburns. They're everywhere.
Well, you should have shaved before you put your makeup on.
I should have. I'm wearing 3 separate pieces of wig on my head.
As you should. Otherwise, you're not doing drag.
Exactly. If you're not thoroughly uncomfortable, are you even doing drag?
Nope.
Speaking of doing drag, I wanted to share something tonight.
Oh, no.
Just something fun.
Oh, no.
I want to give a huge shout out to Domenica's Fine Fashions. As many of you know, and if some of you don't, I am one of the directors at the New Jersey Renaissance Fair, and I'm actually going to be leaving in a few weeks to be down there for a month for the run of the fair, and I play the Lady Viola. I am an Elizabethan actor who has been cast to play women, and I got a new gown and tried it on for the first time last night, and the photo is from the neck down because I didn't put on a face, but I want to share the beauty that is this piece of work.
Look at her. Oh.
Right? Domenica's Fine Fashions. You can find them on Facebook. She got it right.
Are we stoning this?
I want to, but I'm playing an actor, so I wouldn't have it that opulent.
Damn it.
Spoiler alert, I also have to sword fight in it.
Stone it.
I might after the fair. Actually, the front of it historically would be covered in pearls.
I have a shit ton of gold.
I do too, which your daughter is supposed to come over and pick them up sometime.
Well, she's watching, so please tell her.
I will. Alize, let me know when you want to come over. My availability is Monday. End of list.
Look at that. It's on the calendar.
All right. Oh, Derek just said we need a queen named Lady Gaga.
And the Vady brunch.
Oh, the Vady brunch. Oh, yeah. This is going to be a thing. Well,
it probably will be.
Right. We got a question here for you, Amethyst. Are you judging the Hagerstown Pride pageant?
Do you want me to be? I might be running, dear.
That's valid.
I'm not.
That's also valid.
I'm not.
All right, everybody, we are going to bring back both of our guests. So if you have any questions, make sure you type them into the chat. We will be getting to your question as soon as we can. But I want to bring back to our wonderful show tonight the incredible Crimson scholar and LANA Del Vey.
Hi. Hi, Crimson.
Hi. Did you miss me?
We did.
We did.
So I'm going to start off tonight with something fun. I've done it a couple episodes ago, but we're going to do it early. Crimson, what is one thing you would like to ask LANA Del Vey?
I want to know, where do you get your beautiful blue eyeshadow that I want to take off of your eyes right now?
So, well, you can't have it, but I'll let you borrow it.
Okay, I'll take it.
It was actually a birthday gift. My good Judy that we do a show with, Raquel, she gave me a Barbie Glamlight palette, very own brand. So Glamlight is one of the best eyeshadow palettes I've used.
Raquel, if you're watching, I want a Glamlight palette, please.
She's watching because she's blowing my phone up.
Oh, I saw her chatting earlier too. Raquel, where are you at? She's in here.
Is she watching?
Oh, now
I
she's
saw
being
her
quiet.
asking something.
Now she's being quiet.
Right. There she
Has
is.
everyone shared the video out there? Have you hit the share button? Share it.
Every time you say hit the share button, I picture someone going to their laptop and hearing, oh. I don't get enough sleep. So, LANA.
Yes, ma'am.
What is one question you have for Crimson?
Crimson, what is your favorite part of getting into drag that gets you in Crimson's head?
Probably doing the white lines on my face. The white lines that have become a signature for me now.
That's when she
either that or putting on my hair. Probably.
It's the
either
lash.
one of those two.
Yeah.
I hate putting on eyelashes. They're the pain in the ass.
Absolutely. You can say that, honey. You can say every word you want to say.
They are. They're a pain in the butt. I mean, that and eyebrows.
I know. Sometimes they're a little like
eyebrows are a struggle.
They're.
I have bangs tonight.
They're pain.
Thing.
Because that's a problem.
Mine are just free roaming tonight.
They kept fighting each other. I said, fine, I'll wear bangs.
So apparently in the comments section, my husband is losing his mind with non-binary drag names now.
Yes, let him get it out. Let him get it out.
Grant. But you can only perform Christian music. What is this?
Oh.
They Me Taylors. They Me Taylor.
Who?
Oh God, Rick Thames.
Get out. Get out.
Are these all my future drag children?
Yes. Yes.
We will compile a list.
And together you are
the Vady Brunch. I'm here for this.
The Vady Bunch.
I'm changing my name to Crimson Sweet Tea as we speak because I'm drinking sweet tea.
Nice. Crimson, your accent just brings me joy.
You want me to talk like this? Is this better? I can talk like this right now.
Everybody shocked.
Oh, hey Daytona. Hey Sage Daytona is watching our show right now. Oh, all this bass in your voice, girl.
Oh yeah, you like it?
Oh,
yeah, Daddy. All
that
right.
one comes out on Wednesday nights, I swear.
Oh, I love
bet.
it. So we have a bunch of questions already. We're going to direct this first one to Crimson. Crimson first, and then we'll go around the circle. What was the most uplifting and inspiring moment you had as a drag performer?
Let's see. Probably performing at Pride's, probably. Getting to see smiles on children's faces, and they light up and, getting to experience everything. That's probably mine. Yeah.
I like that. Beyonce. Lana, same question.
I think it would have to go back to earlier, just meeting a lot of the parents who thanked me for being visible in the community, and being someone that their kids can look up to, and have someone that I didn't necessarily have when I was younger, because it wasn't in the media. It wasn't the cool thing. And I think being that person that I didn't have was really important to me, to make that change, because sometimes I feel like you just gotta be that person to nudge the door open for other people.
Absolutely.
That's true. How about you, Amy?
Could I have the question one more time, please?
What was the most uplifting and inspiring moment you had as a drag performer?
Uplifting and inspiring moment. It's been a long time, honey. There's been a lot of moments. Uplifting and inspiring moment. I agree. It would definitely have to come from a Pride, probably. Meeting a younger generation, having someone walk up to me and just be awestruck for the sweaty mess of makeup that they seen before them, and just think that I was some sort of superhero. It probably had to have come from a Pride. Yeah.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Ariana Grande. My most inspiring moment is the day I didn't get arrested for killing my husband.
There's still time.
There's still time. No, Amy hit the nail on the head. Lately, I've been thinking about Central Pennsylvania Pride in 2014. I can hear him cackling downstairs too. There was this little girl. I was dressed as Titania from Midsummer Night's Dream, like big fairy wings and everything. And this little girl, just barely old enough to stand upright, just walking over because she was just fascinated by me. And a photographer from Penn Live got a picture of it, and that kind of became the Amy Winehouse.
Daniel,
don't
do not encourage him.
Macy, I was having a moment. Having a moment. All right, next question. Lana, we'll start with you. What's your guilty pleasure food?
Carbs.
Yes.
Any of them.
Yes.
I have like a sweet tooth, so like red velvet cake, red velvet cheesecake. Guilty pleasure. Sinful.
Guilty pleasure. Oh God, everything.
I like it. Crimson.
Mm-hmm.
Sushi and Indian food. Those are my guilty pleasures. Sushi and Indian food.
Same.
Oh, yeah.
Sushi for me.
Oh. Sushi or Thai food or cannolis or
hang on now. A cannoli though.
Just the inside.
Yeah.
Come on, cream.
A spoon to eat it.
Yes, go to Wegmans. They make a big tub of it. You can get crushed cannoli shell on the side. Cannoli gel. Next question.
All of that. Jade, will you please do something about your husband?
I'm encouraging it. Keep going.
Post Daniel Jackson.
Rick Astley. God damn it. All right, next question. What is your favorite song to perform? What inspires you? I always ask that. Who wants that one first?
You do, Jess. You do always ask that one. Oh, I don't know.
I mean, all my songs are my favorite to perform. I mean, you have to love the song you perform for the crowd to really get into it. You know what I mean? So anything I perform in that night is probably my favorite song at the moment. You know what I mean? So that's probably my answer. Yeah.
Make it stop.
I agree.
Yes, make it stop.
Ava Rage asked the same question too. Lana, how about you?
So I have two of my favorite numbers. One is the Elmo number because it's absolutely ridiculous, and the second one is Jessie J's Domino, but I mix it with Trisha Paytas cosplaying as a Domino's employee. So I dress like her with a Domino's uniform. I just like adding subtle humor into my mixes sometimes.
Is that supposed
That
to be
was a
vague?
stretch. That was a
Justin
stretch.
Timberlake.
Timberlake.
All right. We're going to have to do better. That's a strike against you.
The real Slim Vady.
That's fine.
That would be a great drag king name. Slim Vady.
I can't deal with this. Question from Alize La Diamond.
What the shit?
Amethyst, how about you start with this one? How do you get your drag ideas for costumes?
My drag ideas for costumes, I don't know, actually. It just depends on if I like it. If it looks like it would be flattering on my body. I don't know. No one's ever asked me that because I just look at something and see it and buy it. So
Yeah.
It depends because like I'm a pageant queen, so I like glamour, I like fashion, I like a good sportswear. You know, I love a peplum skirt, I love a high heel, I love jewelry. God, for costumes, it really depends on like I pair my costumes with an era or style of music as well. So like, you know, my dark and gothic costumes have chains and D-rings and buckles and things on it. Where like my more fun stuff is like neons and some stuff is flowy. So it really just depends. I have a broad spectrum of style when it comes to drag. And you have to be a well-rounded entertainer as well. So
true. How about you, Crimson?
I just see a picture and I'm like, I wonder what that would look like on me. So I usually just take a screenshot of it and send it to my people. I'm like, so can I have this done for me, but in a different color so they won't catch on? I'm mocking their costume choice. But yeah, that's basically what I do. Just take a screenshot. There's like a Barbie doll. If you ever seen the Barbie doll with the ringmaster costume.
Oh yeah.
She's wearing a full ringmaster costume.
yeah.
And I had that made for me, but without the feathers. And like there's like a patch right here that goes over the tatas that I have in a different color. And I'm like, I'm calling it out now. I take screenshots of people's costumes that I like. And it has, can you do this in a different color? Thank you. But yeah. And then like wigs and like my earrings came from the beauty supply store. Like, I mean,
and there's
come on, guys, Doria. Cheap prices. Come on now.
That's right.
But yeah, I'm a bargain queen.
Yes.
But yeah, that's where I get my inspiration from. Just going on Instagram, finding costumes, scrolling, screenshot.
Smart. How about you, Lana?
For me, it kind of just depends on if sometimes it's based off of the mix that I've made. Sometimes I'll be walking and I'll see something shiny and I'm like, oh, that triggered a thought. Social media is really good too, because I'll be scrolling and I'll see some posts about early club kids and I'm like, let's see if we can modernize it. And I have like a big over the top bunny look. I know I've posted that on my social media, but that was a look that I made for the Lebanon bearded competition for my club look. I was like, let's take it back to early 90s club kid. And I found like a designer on Instagram and I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can just tailor that to me. So I like to. That's the look.
Is that the
Gotcha.
one?
That's the one. And I made everything except for the jumpsuit, but I did stone the black and white jumpsuit. But everything I handmade on that. So I like to draw inspiration from everywhere. My mind's always thinking, calculating, and sometimes it's gold. Sometimes workshop.
Lana, can you be my Easter bunny?
Of course. I'll lay some eggs in your basket.
Amen.
Wow.
Oh, that
Wow.
was way more graphic than I thought it would be.
Eggs in the basket. Can't bury them in there.
Taylor Swift, Jessie They, Jade O'Connor.
Oh, we're doing this.
Don't make me come down there. I will turn this vodcast around.
Wow.
Zayn Malik. Hate that. Shania Vane.
I do love
I do
him.
like that.
Marvin They. Like, Jesus, people. Billy They Cyrus.
You know.
Zenthea.
And they're all related to Lana. They're all related.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They're all related.
We're never going to get through these questions. Alize has another cool question here. We'll start with Lana on this one. Who taught you how to style your own wigs?
So I did go to cosmetology school, so I'm licensed. So I learned a lot from working on the mannequin heads at school, but I learned a lot through YouTube. I just watched videos on how to style wigs. All of mine are synthetic, so just really paying attention to that and learning some tips and tricks, and then just putting it to use. And there's been a lot of wigs that have gotten trashed because they are not great, but sometimes they really do work out, and then you just hang on to them until they give their last breath.
Oh yes,
I like that. How about you, Crimson?
I actually taught myself how to style them. Yeah, a lot of trial and error. A lot of trial and error. Very much that. I don't know if you can, like, a lot of trial and error. A lot of trial and error every year. That's why I have a wig business. It's all trial and error. Just to get that nice tease so it stays there and it doesn't move.
yes.
A lot of trial and error. But yeah, I taught myself how to style wigs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you want to learn how to do the best thing you can do for yourself in drag is to become self-sufficient. The more you can do on your own, the better off and the further your career is going to go. So when you're not doing anything on some afternoon, pick up an old wig and beat the shit out of it.
Go to Walmart, get your nice teasing brush.
Get you something.
Throw it down.
Back comb like a son of a bitch. You're going to like all day.
Your hands are gonna hurt, but
your hands are gonna hurt. This motion will become a wonderful thing. Like, just find an old wig and beat the hell out of it, and you'll be surprised what you do to it. You learn how to do things one way and then another way and then flip it back this way, and all of a sudden things are going in different directions and you're creating volume and body, and you're like, oh, that's how that's done. Okay, like, don't be afraid. Get in there. You have to get in there, especially with hair.
The dirtier the wig, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, spit on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait, what? I'm sorry. Hair.
Orion has a really good question here. This is a thought-provoking one. What is one song you would love to see the others on the show tonight perform? Who wants to take that one first? As we're all like,
Jade, I would love to see you do Mary Poppins, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I have a version of it that I've been working on.
I would love to see you do that. Lana. I would love to see you do, even though it is an overdone song from The Greatest Showman, This Is Me.
Mm-hmm.
It's been overdone, but it's right for certain people, and I think you're one of those people.
Thank you.
Crimson. I would like to see you do No More Drama by Mary J. Blige, the Thunderpuss remix.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Okay. You're on. I'll take that challenge.
I'm about to lose my mind. Lord, help me. Yes, I need to see you just destroy that. Yeah.
Lana, I want to see you do like a lounge singer version of some Gaga.
Okay.
Like
That's
some
fun.
like bluesy, jazzy sort of like cover of Gaga. I think
I'm here for that.
Fun. Crimson. I want to see what you would do full gown, just something like dripping in opulence.
Oh, my nerves.
Right? I want to see that. I want to see you come out. I want to see you play the pageant game, but do something like that resonates with you.
I love that.
And Amethyst.
What?
We need to do a duet of Take Me or Leave Me from Rent.
Okay.
As a cute little lesbian couple who's having a fight.
That would be so much fun. I'm totally down for that. I'll
Right.
wear jeans. I'm wearing jeans. And boots
Same.
and a
I'll wear
camo.
the suit.
Okay. I know.
Your
right?
turn.
I know.
Our turn. Do you want me to go?
Go for
Yeah,
it.
you can go first.
Amethyst, I want Whitney Houston, Fairy Godmother. I need that to happen. Impossible.
Impossible.
Impossible. Jade, I think I want to see some like Dolly Parton. Mm-hmm.
You got it.
Okay.
Crimson. I'm trying to think of a good one for you. I feel like you would do everything amazing, and it makes me super jealous. It's the delusion.
She said. She said that's bullshit.
Maybe I've been on the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s.
Oof.
I think I want to see Crimson do like Lil Mo.
Lil Mo.
Lil Mo.
Okay.
Forever.
Fine.
I think it would be fun.
Oh,
It's a
wow.
crowd pleaser.
I am a 90s baby, so
Bitch.
okay. I don't know who Little Mo is, but okay.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. Lana, do you do any Broadway?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to see you do Memory from Cat.
That's been on my bucket list. So
Yeah, I want to see you do Memory from Cat. Amethyst. I want to see you do an Exorcist mix, full on Exorcist mix. As a talent number.
Yes.
God. Oh God.
And Jade, I want to see you. I want to see you do Taylor Swift. To be honest.
Yeah.
I want to see you do Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Anything about Taylor Swift.
Taylor.
The whole Eras tour. We can afford that. Please and thank you.
Oh,
I'm
God.
one of our Patreons, Robin, just said, because of the name, I would love for Crimson to do the Little Red solo from Into the Woods.
Okay. I have to listen to it, but okay.
It's cute. It's yeah.
Work.
It's basically all about like, hey, this guy seemed really nice, and he.
I have a Little Red Riding Hood costume.
There you go.
Yes.
Could someone tell my husband I'm ignoring him at this point? Because like
he's still going.
He's still going, and he's not the only one. They Charles,
Done.
Carly They Jepsen,
I am done.
Jesus. Raven Simone They, Lou Vega, Michael They Fox. Okay, calm down. Patrick Vasey, Anne Hatha They, Kevin Vacan, Catherine Zeta Jones. Evelyn hits the nail on the head with this comment. We're not listening anymore. All right, next question.
Lana, you got so many kin folks.
I know. I'm so fertile.
Isn't that the best?
Those eggs from the
I had to
Easter
go.
rabbit.
I had to go. I couldn't take it.
Orion has another question here. There's a makeup shortage and you are only allowed to use 4 things to put your face on. What are you choosing?
My NYX eyeliner. Any day of the week. It stays on. You can do a nice wing, a nice eyebrow, some lips, and call it a day. There you have it.
One
NYX
thing.
eyeliner for me.
She one thing, one and done.
Well, 2 things technically. The white and the brown. Call it a day.
Okay.
Good to deal. Good to go.
4 things out of all of our makeup.
Yep.
Yeah.
Concealer, powder.
Hey.
An eyeshadow palette. Does that count? Totally
That's one
cheating.
item.
Well, that's one item, yeah.
That is one item.
Make it the big palette.
Yes.
Right. I mean, if you can only use one, I would use like a red tinted, like a pinkish eyeshadow, because that can double for cheeks. And if you're desperate, it can be a lip.
Yeah, you would just need Juvia's Place.
Yeah, because they're amazing.
The Warrior 2 palette is all you would need.
Oh, yeah.
Do I have Warrior 2? No, I have Masquerade.
Yeah. See? Eyeliner, lashes.
I'm going to cheat. I'm going to do my Makeup Forever face palette.
Nice.
My Mayron water activated paint palette.
Cool.
Lashes and glue, and I have a full face. It might not be on at the end of the night, but I'll have a full face.
You may not like it, but it will be on.
Right. They don't like it anyway. So.
We have a couple more questions here.
Do it, girl.
Ava Rage would like to know, what's your #1 pet peeve backstage and on stage?
When people don't compliment me.
Same.
Amethyst, you're stunning. You're gorgeous. You like Linda Evangelista. You're a model.
Yay. Biggest pet peeve backstage and on stage?
Yeah.
On stage is probably when people just aren't paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you came to the show, you paid to get in. So while you're here, enjoy the show. You know what I mean? Or table 26. Look, I'm done. Table 26. Don't come into our space and be negative. That takes me to 100. So definitely that. Backstage. Oh, probably everybody in my mirror. Yeah.
That's true, though. She always brings a full length mirror, and everyone's like,
everybody. I'm like, how are you not all ready?
Mhm.
How'd you get in drag? Why is everybody in my mirror? You didn't bring a mirror. What do you all do when I'm not in the show with you? It blows my mind. I'm done.
how about you two?
I think on stage when the people they disrespect the performer space, and they enter the area that they're performing, or they try to get in on the performance without being asked to join. And then backstage,
Right.
I think just really messy people that don't know how to occupy their space.
Anita.
Uh-huh.
Anita.
Um,
I need a mirror. I need a bobby pin. I need a hairspray. I need a makeup.
yeah, I need all of that. My on stage would probably be somebody on their phone, like talking on their phone or like texting on their phone. Really annoys me. Like I just get in their face. I'm like, hello,
But they could be sending
how
you a
are you? No, they'll be like literally on their phone texting. Like literally, their phones will be going like this. And I'm like,
swiping right.
hi, how are you? How are you?
Hi,
Oh,
you
I love doing that.
give me $1.
And then backstage would have to probably be like people whispering to each other and they're looking straight at you and it just makes you feel uncomfortable. That's probably like my backstage thing. And like if you just have something to say, just say it to my face. You know what I mean? Like don't be shady like that. That's something I don't like backstage. I don't like shady people at all. So that's what backstage, yeah.
I pay them no attention.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a backstage thing, and I guess like I haven't had a lot of bad experiences backstage. I just, you know, and I can be very quiet after a show, and everyone thinks I'm a bitch. They're right. I'm not. I'm just when I'm done with a show, my energy level crashes, and I'm like, I need some space.
Don't bring all your friends and family backstage after a show. Like when we're done,
Yeah.
that's like we're exhausted. You know what I mean? And the persona we put on is a push. You know, we have to put that on. We have to turn that on. So when we don't have to, it's like shut it down, shut her down. And after a show backstage, when you're bringing your friends and your family and your babies, mamas, cousins, nephews, niece, like
Derek was literally just getting there too. Like I forget where I was, but someone was brought into the dressing room after the show, and I was basically in my underwear, and I was not comfortable with people being in there. They were like, "Oh, they're my friends," and I'm like, "Okay, get out." Like I remember where it was. But like I was just like very uncomfortable because it was a lot of people coming into the dressing room to hang out and party. And I was like, I don't know these people. I'm not comfortable, and my money is sitting out. Like,
and plus we have thousands of dollars of cash and belongings just out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
worst onstage behavior. People like Table 26. I had an experience over a year ago where one guy in the audience just thought he was an expert on drag. And like, I didn't know who this guy was. He came into the dressing room and was like, what the hell was that? After a Queen's number. She was doing a recreation of something from Euphoria. I hadn't seen it, but I knew she was doing an impersonation. He's like, she's in sweatpants. That's not drag. Do some actual drag. And I was like, hi, are you part of the show? He was like, no. And I was like, then get out. You're not in the show. I was on stage next, and during my number, he's like, oh my God, next. And I was like, let's stop. You get out. And I had him thrown out.
Right. When people take it upon themselves to walk into our dressing rooms, or they'll go I've had people come behind the dressing room asking if I could put their friend in the next show.
Ew.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, you know so-and-so. Well, they wanted me to let you know, because that's the way you get into a show. That's the way you don't get into a show. I can guarantee you that. That's the way you will never be in that show again. But yeah, especially, and not so much for me. You know, you want to come backstage and I'm not wearing much, so be it. But for my trans brothers and sisters, where that level of privacy is most important to them, that's what pisses me off. You know what I mean? So I don't care if you see me. It's what it is. I don't want you to, but if you do, great. But yeah, for my fellow entertainers who, you know, are either going through a process or a transition, you know, where they're not quite comfortable with their bodies yet, of course, like, don't come back there. That's not cool.
Also, don't touch us unless we give consent. So we don't want to be touched unless we give you the consent to touch us. You know, and even then, it's very rare. Do we ever? We're there to perform for you. Do not think you have control of touching us. We're there for your entertainment, not to be touched.
Right, because people think that we're some sort of fantasy, or a perversion. Like, this isn't. We're not a fetish. Mm-hmm. This is my job. Like, you don't. I've been in this for 14 hours, and you want to touch me? That's on you. Like,
that's a neat smell you're going to discover.
That's on you, boo. I tell people I might look like a delicious milk chocolate Mounds bar, but I'm an almond joy. I have nuts. Okay, so you don't want to go there.
Just on Wednesday.
See, look, Crimson's going to have to put the bass back in her voice. Like, come on now. Like, just stop it.
So we've got 9 more minutes and 5 more questions.
And this is our last show.
And this is how we get canceled.
Glad I could be a part of it.
Yay.
Welcome.
Vicky would like to know, what is your favorite thing to do when not performing in drag?
Watching true crime.
You're one of those girls.
Watching true crime. Yes. I put my true crime on and I could just lay there and sit there and just listen to it all day long.
Nice. Yeah. How about you, Lana?
I am an avid reader, so I love reading. So I will like devour a book. I'll listen to a podcast. So very much the opposite of performing.
Nice. Amy?
This is our favorite thing to do outside of drag?
Yep.
Oh, gosh. When am I not doing drag?
I was going to say, you don't have that anymore.
That's the thing about if you do drag full time, you literally do drag full time. Whether you're on stage or not, there's so many other aspects of drag that if you need to stay on top of your business, because this is a business for me. This is more than just, you know, a job. This is a business. It's 24/7 work. It really, really is. But I like to not do drag when I'm not doing drag. You know what I mean? I like to go outside and experience nature. I like to listen to music. I like to be alone in my own solitude. You know what I mean? I like to take time to just think and clear my mind. You know what I mean? Like, I'm constantly on. So any chance I get to turn off is a blessing, I assure you, because you can't serve dinner from empty plates. So, as they say. So my favorite part of not doing drag is not doing drag. So.
Same. I'm a gamer. I'm an online gamer. I'm a nerd. So I just disconnect and live in fantasy land for a little while.
Yeah.
4 more questions. Orion would like to know, are you a book nerd? If so, what do you like to read?
I can't even read.
Funny, we just talked about that.
I'm a bookworm. Hi. I love reading like horror and mystery. And I really like any LGBT based book, whether it be fiction or nonfiction. I just got finished reading one where it's a murder mystery, but it's a crime solving nun who is an ex-lesbian from New York that moved to New Orleans. And the second end of that book turned a little bit spicy, and I was not ready for it. But it was a great book. Scorched Grace just came out.
Ooh.
That's the next episode of American Horror Story.
Yeah, better written with a great ending.
How about you, Crimson?
I am not. I'm not a book reader. I am not. I like to just watch TV and call it a day.
Same.
Call it a day. Unless I have a book read to me, then I can get into it because I like podcasts. But as far as me reading a book, no.
So the next drag story time I do, if I see you sitting in the corner just like clapping, I'll be like, okay, here she is.
Bring me that story.
It better be good.
Bitch, I can't.
Oh, when you do
It better be on Wednesdays.
It better be on Wednesday.
Oh my god.
I'm done.
Rick here has, this is a doozy of a question, and I like this question. Do you always love your look?
Sure, Jan.
Lana, you're giggling. Why?
Because every show I text my drag dad and say, I hate how I look. And he's like, you look gorgeous. You look stunning. I'm like, nope, not it. And then I get in full drag and I'm on stage and I come off and I'm like, I look gorgeous.
Yeah.
I like that.
Relatable.
Sometimes it's hard to see the ending through the process, and then you put your wig on, you go, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. That was tonight.
I'm on brand for the evening.
I was painting. Crimson and I were here hanging out, and I'm like, I don't know if this is going to work. And then I did it. I was like, oh, wait.
Yeah.
I'm hard on myself. If like my makeup is not coming out the way I want it to, I will literally take my face off and redo my whole face. I'm that anal about my face. I am. I'm very, very particular about how I look.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I like anal on Wednesdays.
Like dead.
Fridays sometimes.
You're
welcome.
It made my lashes.
I'm not that funny, I swear.
Shut the fuck up. Yes, you are.
It's the demons.
I gotta go.
She's clocking out.
I've gotta go.
So my darling husband has an actual question for us.
What?
He posted like 30 more. You can go back through the chat and see them.
I'm going to look at them right now.
So on a serious note, each of you gets to put a celebrity in drag. Who and why?
You got to give me time with these, Derek. Jeez.
Oh, I know. That's a good question.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Sorry for calling me.
It's Grindr.
No, we don't go on Grindr. I'm a married woman.
I stand by my answer. I've given before. My answer is Patrick Stewart.
Okay, there we go.
Who?
Sorry, somebody's calling me.
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart.
Who has been in drag before.
He has.
I'm gonna find the picture.
Was that from the movie he was in?
No, I don't even remember why he did it, but he looked fantastic.
Jeffrey. He's in a movie called Jeffrey. If you've never seen Jeffrey, watch Jeffrey. It's so cute.
Yeah. Jeffrey is an amazing movie.
And like Trick and like movies like that, they're so good.
I would have to probably put Vin Diesel in drag just to see what he would look like.
Oof.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
You know, give him a nice, good contour. Give him a nice, good lace front wig. You know,
like harsh.
We've all seen, you know, buff guys can be good drag queens. You know.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Look at Jade.
Oh, with the white Walmart cosmetics, you know, with the white Walmart cosmetics.
So big.
I'm gonna be good Wednesday.
I found the picture of Patrick Stewart in drag, and look at her.
Come on, Wig.
It's gonna be me in 2 years.
Come on, Dame Helen Mirren.
Wow.
Like,
Poor Xavier. What happened to her?
right? You put a wig on her, and she can read everyone's mind.
Celebrity that I want to put in drag. Yikes. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know.
Do you want me to ask another question, and we'll come back to that one?
I'm going to say Martha Stewart for me.
Martha Stewart.
Bearded too.
Bearded.
Oh,
I love that.
Beard. No.
I'll paint one on her. I'll paint one on her like I do me.
That's terrible. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you have time to think about it until your next episode. One more question for the night, and then we'll talk about Derek's helpful drag tip. But Derek would like to know, for Lana and Crimson, what is a common misconception about your drag?
I look like a bitch. I paint like a bitch, but I'm not a bitch. I'm actually a sweetheart. People think, they look at my mug and like, she must be a bitch. She's got the mug of a bitch. And I'm like, that's farther from the truth. I'm actually a really nice person.
You were very mean.
To know me. I'm very shy. I stay to myself. So you have to like come up to me to talk to me. But I'm not a bitch whatsoever. I'm actually a really nice person. That's a misconception about me.
I noticed that at Pride last year. You did keep to yourself, and you were very reserved, and which is why that's what I'm saying. No, it was a Friday. No, it was a Saturday. It was a Saturday. So, which is why I spoke to you. I was like, "Hi, how you doing?" Like that was our first interaction. I've heard of you. I've seen of you. You know, I've followed you on social media, but that was the first time I've actually worked with you. So,
yeah, most people think I'm just the utter bitch. When they see me, I think it's the high arch eyebrows.
It is.
Like, she must be a bitch.
Once you
I'm further from it. Just really shy and really quiet.
That's okay.
That's me.
Yeah, once the brows reach a certain angle, it's like, bitch.
I get angry eyebrows sometimes too.
I didn't put any on.
How about you, Lana?
I get a lot that I'm not really doing drag because I have a beard, or that I'm lazy for not shaving. And then they see me turn the party out, and then their opinion quickly changes. But that's usually what I get is some whispers behind my back that I'm not really doing drag because I got a beard.
That's ridiculous.
And then and then I have other people that are like, I didn't even notice you had one. And I'm like, okay. I make it darker, but but yeah, it's funny to hear, like, for every like 5 great compliments, there's always that one person that's like, you're not really doing drag, just shave your face.
That's not, I watched a bearded queen who we all know, Miliana. She's amazing.
She's my Sash mom.
I love her. I challenged her one night, or no, I didn't do it. Somebody challenged her one night to perform without the beard. And she's sickening all day long. But as soon as the beard was gone, I was like, another queen. Like, it was she lost something without it. And it's so, like, crucial to who she is. Like,
the signature.
Yeah. It was weird. Like, she still looked stunning, but I was like, meh, I'm bored. And I shouldn't have that reaction to her because she's sickening.
No.
So we are already 4 minutes over our time. Oh, well, that's what happens when you have a good time. But we do have one last thing to talk about, and that is Derek's helpful drag tip of the week.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah. My husband is a show director. Obviously, I book the show.
You booked the show, though.
Big misconception, as we're throwing it out there. We talked about it last week. We posted about it on Facebook. I don't book the show. I'm not a show director. Reaching out to me is not a good way to get into that show. It's actually going to have the opposite effect. Unless it's like, hey, can you put me in touch with your husband? Then I can. But my husband always has a helpful drag tip of the week. And this one is a very important one. And it is Derek's helpful drag tip. Dear fans, drag venues are scared. We need your help. LGBTQIA plus exclusive spaces with long-standing drag shows are used to the vitriol that gets spewed at our community daily. But allied spaces that are newer to hosting drag events are not. Many fear that current headlines and political attacks will hurt their businesses and may begin ending their drag shows as a result. Please fill these spaces and events with your support, because once they are gone, so are we. Visit on off days for a drink, buy tickets, share event posters, and drown out the negative reviews and comment sections with love on social media. We need the drag shows at the pizza shop on the corner just as much as the ones in the gay bar, if not more. Simple as that. It is not enough to be a drag fan. We need drag advocates. We need allies. We need people fighting for us, because right now we can do all of the fighting in the world. We are being tuned out. We need the people who look like them to fight for us.
I'd sooner your voice than your wallet.
Yes. And if you can't afford to, there are other ways. You know, we don't charge for this show. You can support us. You can share this show. You know, there are so many YouTube channels out there. Oh, follow Trixie Mattel. You will laugh consistently because her stuff is ridiculous. She reviews Barbies, and it's wonderful. She got an original Barbie from the 1960s recently and unboxed it. Like, just support drag, support local drag, you know, support your trans community. You know, drag and trans are two different things.
They are. And
we're kind of being lumped in the same thing right now, and it's not. Does anyone have anything they want to add to that?
Thank you.
Oh, hold on. I got something in my throat. Oh.
It is Wednesday.
Oh.
I was going to say, it must be Wednesday.
It's cold. It's getting to me.
Oh,
Wednesdays are busy.
Oh.
She's getting that glitter lung.
Thirsty Thursday.
We are not monsters. We are not monsters.
Yes.
We're here to entertain. We're here to put smiles on people's faces. We are, you know, people think that we're these monsters that are trying to, you know, prey on kids and stuff. We're not that. We're here to entertain masses, you know, for the old to the young to everybody in between. We're not here. You can't take that from us. We're here. We are here. We're here to stay. You can't tell me that I'm not a worthy person.
She getting a head start.
I'm not going to sit there and prey on your child. That's not who I am. I'm here to entertain, to perform, to lip sync to a song for you.
Right.
You cannot tell me I am a monster. I am not a monster. I am full of love and compassion, and I have a heart. I have a heart, and everybody who does this has a heart, and we are here to stay. Whether you're a male body drag queen, a trans male performer, drag king, whatever the case may be. We are not monsters. We're individuals who perform to songs and love what we do. So that's what I have to say.
Well said. Well said, darling.
That was beautiful.
Okay.
And you got some drag hair without the wig.
You're going to make me pull this wig off.
Jealous.
It's not going to be pretty.
Okay, your turn.
Lana, did you want to add to that?
Yeah, I think everyone kind of just needs a reminder that with the current political climate, that being silent is being compliant. And I think that if you're not out there speaking for us and with us, that you're working against us in the community.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have a big target on our back, and it's not a good feeling. So go out, vote, make some noise.
Yes.
We really need the help. Yeah. It's a scary time to do something that we really love to do that's completely innocent. And it's scary it's 2023, and just to be our genuine self, it's scary to think that we've come so far to be able to live freely, and we're not.
Right.
We were talking about it before the show a little bit. A friend of mine reached out to me and basically said, hey, my church wants to do a drag story time. Would you be willing to come in and do it? And I'm not, because I don't want to have to walk through protesters right now. And I feel weak saying that. I don't have that fight in me right now. I would love to sit there and read stories to kids. I would love, like, I have a collection of books right there that are perfect for kids who don't fit in. None of them have a gay topic in them. Okay, maybe one does, but that's the Ruth Bader Ginsburg one. But they're just stories for kids that don't fit in and are weird. And as a kid who was weird, I know I have value, and I want to say yes to it. I just don't have the strength right now. And that's true for a lot of performers right now. Like there are days where I can't even look at TikTok because it's a lot of people who are advocates and allies, but I want to be reminded that this is just my job. Like, this is just for fun. This isn't predatory. This isn't all those horrible things that people are trying to make it. And for KRYMSON and LANA, this is their identity. This is who they are.
Yeah.
We need to stop criminalizing things that are not criminal. And, as my husband posted right here, drag performers are here for your entertainment.
Get out. We need to talk there. We need to have a conversation.
I needed to break that up a little bit because I'm getting misty-eyed and I'm wearing lower lashes and there's nowhere for the tears to go. Oh, okay. Amethyst, anything to add?
No.
Okay.
No, you're absolutely right. Silence is complicity. So I don't want you to stand there and clap for me. I don't want you to give me your money. It's time for you to stand up and use your voice. So please register to vote, get out there and speak your mind. Value our opinion, value who we are as entertainers and as individuals. We matter. You matter. Wash your hands. Don't touch people too much. Just be decent humans. It's not difficult, people. It's not hard. This isn't hard. Mind your business. You know what I mean? It's really simple. Life is simple. I'm just here on this spinning rock for a very limited amount of time with my family here, as you see tonight. And you know what? I want to make a difference. I want to be remembered. I want to be etched into time forever. You know what I mean? And the impression that I'm trying to leave forever is a good one. And it's not difficult to do. The secret to life is easy. Don't be a dick. So I love you, and I love our guests here tonight, LANA and KRYMSON. Please, thank you so much for being individuals, and thank you for being strong, unique individuals. Keep being you. You know what I mean? Ignore the naysayers. Ignore all of that, and just keep being you. You know what I mean? Strength in numbers. And we're together, and I love you. Jade, I love you, and thank you for having us here tonight and for putting the show on with me. And we'll see you next time. So, cheers.
I think that's the perfect way to end. Go out
I love you.
What you would like to see in the world, kids. Bye.
Thank you for joining us on Inside the Drag Closet.